Hello Year 9, this is your lesson for the week. So this week in French we're going to round up the ordering and eating at the restaurant topic. So we're going to be looking at making sure that we understand what people choose from a menu, and we're going to read for details on that topic. And then finally we're going to create a comic strip ordering food or drinks at a restaurant. So for this lesson you will need pen, paper, or your laptop or tablet, whatever you're working on. As usual, please start by écrivez la date and copier le titre, and both of them need to be soulignés with a ruler. For your starter, you will need to look at the conversation between the waitress or the waiter and the client. And you will need to translate the client's sentences, so all the ones marked with a C. And then for the amber, you will need to translate the whole conversation in English. And for the red task, you would need to rewrite the conversation, changing the colored expressions. So, une eau minérale, un steak avec des frites, une soupe de tomates, une tarte au citron, and 20 euros. Pause the video, do the translation, and come back. Okay, so for your next task, you will need to retrieve two things from the attachments at the bottom of the instructions on class charts. So you will need first to open the Harry Potter at the restaurant reading task sheet. And you will also need to open le menu au restaurant from the attachments. That menu au restaurant will only be for the second part of the reading task. So for the first part of the reading task, you will need to match up the speech bubbles and the text which is at the bottom of the pictures. And then for the second part of the reading task, you will need to look at what Ron, Harry and Hermione are saying in terms of what they like and what they don't like in terms of foods and drinks, and you will need to pick them a starter, a main, a dessert and a drink from the menu that you have retrieved from the attachments. Okay, so your final task, which is the only task you will need to upload on class charts to show your work for the week. I need you to look at the screen, and I need you to create a comic strip where you're going to have a conversation between a waiter or waitress and a client in a restaurant. So I would advise you to do something like draw a table with someone sitting at the table and someone else standing next to the table. So you've got the waiter, you've got the client, and you've got obviously the situation, which is the restaurant. So the number of parts that you're going to draw will depend on what you're going to be writing. So for the green one, you're going to need to include a starter, a main and a dessert. So you would need 3 boxes. And I need you to look back at the starter for today and look at what questions and answers need to be given. For the waiter, they will be asking the questions about what the client wants. So look again at the starter, find the questions that they need to have as a speech bubble in front of them, and then do the same for the client. What are the answers provided by the client? You can choose whatever starter, whatever main, whatever dessert you want. It's up to you. For the red task, you would need a full conversation. So you would need to include a starter, a main, a dessert, a drink, and a price. So again, if you refer back to the starter task for today, you will see that you've got the whole conversation written. All you would need to do is transfer it onto a comic strip. The questions and the answers obviously need to be written in French. Okay, so pause the video, go and do your comic strip. Okay, so what do you need to upload onto class charts for today's lesson? You just need your comic strip. Upload it onto class charts and then you can close that video. Thank you.